everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Miss Roasting. So I'm reviewing The Hills New Beginnings, the season 1, episode 1. I don't hold grudges, JK. So first, before starting, if y'all want like a straightforward review, maybe somebody else reviewed it, I don't know. So this is not like going to be straightforward because I want to give my thoughts, I want to go in. So if you want straightforward, you don't have to look somewhere else. So I watched the original Hills when I was in my teens. It was on from like, was it like 2010? No, yeah, it ended at 2010 and started in 2006. So back then, it was like 10 years ago, when it ended or all that. But I watched it every week when it come on and stuff. And I know everybody's not really wanting to watch it because Lauren and Christian are not on there. And I do understand why, because it is not the same show. So we see Audrina first. As y'all know, if you still follow all of them on Instagram, it's pretty much like everything. She had a baby, she got married, and then she got divorced. She is still torn up about that, and she's trying to figure out how she will cope being a single mom to her daughter Kira. And she was living with her parents, and then she moved into her own house. And it's kind of strange, like, there's no narrator. They did like interview style, like Real Housewives or Bad Girls Club or stuff like that, or like Flavor of Love. They did it kind of like that. Like, it's more like interviews, so it's like there's no narrator. Like, you know how Lauren and then Kristen narrated for The Hills? There's no narrator. It's like they're all doing voiceover. And Whitney and Heidi come. Like, Whitney says, like, her story. She had her own spinoff. It sucked. Like, it was only on for like one season, and didn't even end up with that guy. She married him. She married this guy named Timmy, and they had a cute little son named Sonny. And if you follow Heidi and Spencer, they have their son Gunnar, that she had, I think last year. But apparently Adrena and Justin still speak after 10 years. And then we see Stephanie. She moved to London, and she was on this reality show in London, but then she came back to the States because she wants to get to know her nephew Gunnar. And Frankie wants to throw Stephanie a party. Now I don't remember what Frankie did or whatever. And Jason wasn't in the episode, so I think he'll be in the next one. And basically Spencer's like, they were living like this dream for like 10 years ago. Like, he proposed to her twice. They got married. She had on that beautiful wedding dress, and I believe that's when Lauren left. And we never saw her again. Like, Lauren's like making her clothes, and she had her books. Like, I loved reading Lauren's books. And then she had her son, and now she's having another kid. Like, people don't understand. Lauren don't want to be on the show anymore because she's in a different spot in her life. That's why she didn't want to be on the show. And that's for Kristen. She got that show over on E. That show sucks too. But basically Spencer's all into the hummingbirds and the crystals, and he went to school, and I think he graduated. And in 2011 they moved to Costa Rica. And Brody and Spencer, they used to be best friends back in the day in high school. And I like that they have the flashbacks, because there is a new generation that doesn't know what this show is, and they're just catching on to it. So that's really good. And especially for the new people, I already know this show. Like, I watched it every week. And Brody got married to Caitlyn Jenner, which is kind of funny because his dad's name is Caitlyn Jenner. Like, I'm just going to say it like that now. He was Bruce Jenner, and, he did what he did. But anyways, that's confusing, probably confusing for him. And Audrina and Stephanie meet up, but I see later on that Audrina and Stephanie kind of fight. I feel like that could kind of be scripted, because, like, what would those two have to beef about? Like, what would Audrina have to beef about with, like, anybody? I'm just saying. And then Stephanie's talking about, like, that, how they fell out, and how I remember, because towards the end of the last season of The Hills, Heidi and Spencer were not on there. Like, Heidi had got her face done with the plastic surgery. Like, she didn't need none of that plastic surgery. And I'll still say that to this day. And Spencer was just going off and acting crazy and nuts, and he was gone. And Audrina went back to her regular hair color because on the show she was a brunette, but she actually is a blonde. And then you see Brandon Lee. He's like the youngest on the show. He's like 22 years old. And we see his mom, Pamela Anderson. She moved to France because Trump got elected. Girl, I understand. And Brandon doesn't really talk to his dad. And if you don't know who Misha Barton is, you must have been living under a rock. She played Marissa Cooper in the OC for 3 seasons. And then she left. She had her tough times, but got herself together. And she meets Stephanie, and Bisha was like, these are the people I used to run around with. I was like, when, where, and how? Because you were not on the original at all. And Misha is just, just trying to feel her way back into LA because she was living in New York for a while, and she had this ex-boyfriend who did a sex tape on her. Like he was recording her, and then Stephanie confides in Misha and tells her like she OD'd on drugs while she was shoplifting, and she was shocked. I was shocked to notice, like, that's crazy. And Audrina and Justin meet up. It's like no time has passed by for them. Like if that was the one you were supposed to be with this whole time, you should have been with him. And Caitlyn and Audrina talk basically, apparently they were friends. And then Spencer and Heidi talked to Misha and said they're trying to get Perez to apologize. And then everybody's like going to Stephanie's party. So we will see that next week. If you would like me to review next week's episode, please hit the like button on this review, and I will review next week's episode. Whether it's late or up on a Tuesday, I will review it if you guys want me to. Because I'm still going to keep watching. I mean, I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Because there were some boring parts. But that is it for this review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on my next video. Catfish tomorrow. Bye.